I've spoken about this in many videos now, about intentional thought. That is your gift. It is your power to determine things to be a certain way, and it will become of that frequency for you. But this is it too. It has to reach this stage of truly knowing and believing in yourself and your ability to use that energy in your favor, and how to protect yourself with that same energy cultivation. You fear certain things going out in the world right now. All of it is determined by you. I do not stand in the belief systems of the world outside of me. People will judge me for it and they will call me delusional, but it doesn't matter, because I know what I feel moving through me, and I know what it's done for my own being. Everything I've overcome from these shifts in mentality, from receiving this information, I've become so receptive and open. I don't allow my ego mind to block me off from receiving deeper wisdom, and we all can open up to that. This is the thing, fear does not rule me. I don't get consumed into those stories out there. Anything that creates fear within a dynamic, I speak light into it. I refuse to be trapped within mentalities that keep me stuck and have me looking through a limited lens. This is the acceptance I reach too, that within life, our experience here, the contrast is always going to exist. We cannot outrun it. That darkness is there. It serves its purpose all the time, because nothing grows, nothing evolves if we aren't meeting conflicting energies. It is how our evolution takes place. But there are other souls out there who are ready to move beyond the limits of the mind and see the bigger picture and the bigger purpose, and understand the magnitude of the power that runs through them and what they are able to do with that when intentionalizing light to grow within you. I cultivate the light, but from a place of rising beyond even the light and the dark energies. It's understanding that we have God's source energy running through us. We are the creators of everything we see, even the energy dynamics taking place outside of us. The more of us that wake up to our own power and ability to transform energies, intentionalizing your own cultivation of that source to be grown through you. And that energy is what purifies the toxicity. It is you understanding that you have your free will to stop fearing this experience, to stop interpreting with the rest of the world, jumping in with the divide and the separation and the fear-mongering that goes on. They believe they're contributing to the greater good of humanity, attacking people for not waking up to see how you see. And what you are doing is actually instilling more fear into your own psyche. And then you add to that heavy energy going out and feeding this very dynamic that you so wish to change. You change those dynamics by cultivating your belief in you and your ability to evolve and overcome anything that is thrown your way. When you understand how evolution takes place, you understand how the transformation of your energy takes place too. Everything exists in those same patternings. It's the blueprint of source itself, of the light and the dark contrasts that exist outside of us. All of it takes place in the same process of ascension, of transformation, of change. So you understand then the faith needs to always go within self and your interpretations, those stories that you tell your mind of how things are playing out, how they are to be perceived. It becomes that injection of energy that you put back out into the world, that you speak out onto others. You get to choose for yourself just by allowing your mind to move through the blockages of the mind and see that you can go even deeper than that and sit in a place of seeing all the diverse energies taking place right before your eyes, and understanding that you get to write your own interpretation on that thing. How do you want to write it? I choose to use mine to bring about goodness by speaking light into people, by telling them that you can overcome anything. When you start to lose that voice in your head that is imprinted into your mind to interpret things from the outer world's opinions, it's all opinions. When you believe something to be harmful, it's going to be harmful. When you believe something to do you good, It's going to be good. It's what we inject into those things outside of us that are told to us to see it in a certain way and perceive it to be this way or that, negative or positive. This is what is blocking you from allowing yourself to see and believe in what story you would like to give it. So for me, when people say something's going to harm me, nothing harms me. I do not feed into that. I feel a frequency, an accumulation of heaviness that can go into things just from the masses of people that inject their beliefs into things, and I will not step into that. I keep myself away from that, but I don't fear it. What my purpose here, right now, what I feel compelled to do is to wake up people to this, and it is not to see through my lens. It is for you to release yourself from the lens of limitation, of what the world has placed over your mind, what it has injected into you, to see and perceive everything that happens outside of you, the rubbish that you are taking into your own psyche. You don't need to go through the experiences I've been through in order to reach this freedom within your own mind and come back to the power that exists within you. I do not take people's power away. I cultivate power in people, because that is what I do in myself. So when my words go out, they go out with belief in you and faith in you, because I have faith in me. And I know what it took for me to get here, and I know the layers I've removed to always be able to see from a deeper perspective, away from perceptions of others, away from the interpretations that are going to limit my own existence here. I interpret this life through my own lens, and that is it. That is all. I choose to radiate from a state of love, to diminish the darkness that is out there in the world by speaking light into it, not by putting fear in the minds of the collective outside of me. While I walk this earth, I will add light. That is what I choose. I choose it because it feels right for my soul.